Hola, estudiantes. It's Mrs. Santiago here. I just wanted to take a moment and help you through the notes for definite articles. I'm in your 7th grade OneNote, Chapter 2, page 3, definite articles. I'm going to get rid of the table of contents and take a look at what we have within the page. The instructions say, watch this video to complete the definite article notes and get the practice started. Remember to think loners and dionza to help make the choice of el, la, los, or las. There are always exceptions to the rules. So what are we talking about with loners and dionza? Well, if you're at home, you didn't really go over this with me in class, so let's take a look at this visual. It says, gender helper. Another way of identifying the gender of a noun, whether it's masculine or feminine. If it's masculine, meaning it takes el or los as the definite article, you can use the acronym loners, L-O-N-E-R or S. If a word ends in one of those letters, it is most likely masculine. We know that if it ends in an O or an OS, that's going to be masculine. But what happens when it ends in another letter? It's hard to figure out. So this general rule of loners, right? El papel, O libro, N carbón, E cine, R borrador, and S lunes, those would all be masculine. El papel, el libro, el carbón, el cine, el borrador, el lunes. For feminine, choosing la or las, the acronym is dionza, D-I-O-N-Z or A. Examples. The word ends in one of those letters, it's going to be feminine. D, actividad. Ion, acción. Z, actriz, nariz. A, casa, muchacha. Those would be feminine. La actividad, la acción, la actriz, la nariz, la casa, la muchacha. Then down here at the bottom, although there are always exceptions to the rules, these two acronyms are a good general rule. Okay, let's go through the definite articles. In Spanish, all words have number and gender. This does not mean that an item is a boy or a girl. It just means that the name for the item is masculine or feminine. All words are also identified as either singular or plural. Definite articles. When you are talking about a specific noun or group of nouns, you're going to say el, la, los, or las. Look at the picture of the mice. El ratón, masculine singular, that is one mouse. Los ratones, masculine plural. We have more than one mouse. Okay, so let's think of it this way. Masculine singular will complete the matrix. Masculine singular, the definite article is el. Masculine plural, the definite article is los. Okay. Feminine singular, the definite article is la. Feminine plural, the definite article is las. Okay, muy bien. But what do they mean? What is el, la, los, and las? Okay, it goes in front of a word, and in English, you're saying the word the. All four of those mean the word the. Okay. Now they're asking you to get started. Choose the correct definite article using the word endings, the information in parentheses, and the matrix above. So, example, sillas, we're always going to be looking at the end. So we're going to look at the end of the word, and I'm going to switch this over to just a general green. Okay, I'm going to look at the end of the word as, and then it says feminine plural. So feminine plural, I know that that's going to match sillas, is las. Salero, masculine singular. Okay, masculine singular. So that's going to be L. Plus, I know that because the O matches, right? It ends in an O, it's masculine. So generally, if it ends in an O, here generally if it ends in an A. Okay. O, maybe O-S, A-A-S. Here we go. Tasa. Look at the end of the word. It's feminine singular. Feminine singular, la tasa. You can finish the rest of those. And then we're going to do the same thing here below. Comida is la. I'm going to go across on this one. Pimentero ends in an O, masculine singular. El pimentero. Ooh, comedor. That one's tricky. We could look at loners, L-O-N-E-R, and S that I explained above, or just look at the parentheses on this one. Masculine singular ends in an R. It's going to be el comedor. Okay, and you can finish that up, practice, and then here's some more notes. In Spanish, every noun has a gender. It is either feminine or masculine. There is no way of knowing if a word is masculine or feminine simply by knowing what the word means. You must learn the gender of each noun along with the word for that noun. This is what I was saying. You really should learn it as part of the vocabulary word. El árbol, the tree, masculine. La flor, feminine, the flower. There are some general rules that apply to the gender of nouns in Spanish, but be careful, there are always exceptions to every rule. Most words that end in A are feminine. Most words that end in O are masculine. So again, they're just asking you to practice. Silla ends in an A, so it's feminine, so it's going to be la silla. Dinero ends in an O, so it's going to be masculine, el dinero. I'll let you finish those up. Then it says the exceptions to the rule dia and mapa are masculine and mano is feminine. So that's kind of important to remember these because we're going to use especially mano and dia, and I don't want you to think that we are goofing it up. We're not goofing it up. They're exceptions to the rule. Okay, and then here they give you a couple other ones to remember. Okay, words that end in sion, tad, dad, or umbre are usually feminine. Examples, libertad, there you see it, libertad, conclusión, televisión, lumbre, universidad, nación, personalidad, and conversación. Those are usually feminine. I'll put a highlighter F there, feminine. Okay. Words that end in an A, but that come from the Greek are usually masculine. Okay, so I'm going to put M there. Okay, so we've got problema, sistema, idioma, tema, clima, programa, poema, and telegrama. Okay, so those really you're just going to look above and say, is it ending in an pa-ación? So look at the exceptions. This section here, let me just highlight here. This section here is only referring to these two rules, okay? So it is el poema, la mapa, and la nación. And all I did was look at the ending there and follow the rules above. Okay, and that is your practice for el, la, los, and las, the definite articles. And you have a Quizlet set that you can work with. Okay, gracias.